By now, you've heard the news of a dairy herd in central Nebraska being diagnosed with HPAI. Hi, I'm Susan Littlefield with the American Ag Network. We wanted to spend some time over the next couple of days talking about what this means. It's something first that's happened in the state of Nebraska for our dairy herds, and why not bring in somebody who has an understanding of the dairy industry, and that's Kris Bousquet. Kris is the executive director of the Nebraska State Dairy Association. I understand there's some ties back to California specifically with this herd.
Yeah, the disease really spread across the United States because of mechanical transmission. So what that means is the virus was carried on a hoof or a tire, or USDA has required mandatory testing requirements for livestock that are being transferred across state lines. And I think that's a great practice. I think we should do that, and we should continue to do that to make sure that we're not only are we verifying that those animals don't have the virus when we move them, but also it mitigates our risk of potentially transporting it to another state that doesn't have it. And unfortunately, that was the case for Nebraska. The virus was contracted. The animals that had the virus had a negative test initially, but during that 7-day window of when they have to be transported, if it's day 8, they have to be retested. If it's day 7, then they can still be moved. Well, somewhere within that week time frame, they ended up contracting the virus. And because of the incubation period of the virus, the farmer and the veterinarian did not notice it until those animals were in Nebraska.
Of course, joining us to talk about what's been happening in the dairy herd here in Nebraska, Kris Bousquet. He is the executive director of the Nebraska State Dairy Association. I'm Susan Littlefield.